Yes, I am doing another Project Pan video. Y'all pray for me because I'm really struggling on A to Z Project Pan, and here I am trying to do this Project 10 uses. I don't know how this is gonna go. But before I get started, one, I'm back in the car. Two, if y'all hear some man talking in the corner, it's because I'm on a Zoom field trip thing and he's not done talking, but I also need to film. So this is what we're gonna have to do. This is Project 10 uses. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. I'm not too sure on like who made it and all that. So anything like the description of like the projects and stuff will be in my description box because I really don't know. I watched these videos but like nobody's mentioned it to my knowledge, but I will. If I find out anything, I'll put in the description box. But shout out to all the Project 10 uses people. Shout out to all the Project Pan people in general. Anyways, basically what you do is you get a certain amount of product, depends on the person I guess, and then you just use the product 10 times, hence the name. This is like the easier project for me because this is only usage goals, and so that's like 10 days basically. So yeah, this is kind of my easy project, you know. We gonna see if it's actually easy or not. But anyways, I chose 10 products because 10-10, it just makes sense in my head. I don't really know if there's a set amount. The first product I'm gonna start with is the Guerlain Meteorites Base Primer, and I've had this for years and I still haven't used it. There's nothing wrong with this primer. It's basically just like any other hydrating primer, but it has a little shimmer in it. Not like shimmery as like glowy, but shimmery as in like there's actually like glitter shimmers in here. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, but it's hydrating, but it's really expensive, so I don't know if it's worth it, but I like the packaging, that's why I bought it. I'm gonna insert intro pictures on the screen, but yeah, for reference, it's that. Now for my second item, we're going to be using the Fenty Cream Bronzer in the shade Teddy. There's nothing wrong with this bronzer. I normally use it anyways. You know, 10 uses can't hurt it. This is what it looks like now. It has a dip already, so maybe it will hit pan. I don't know, but it also has a lot of hair for my brush. Okay, now we have the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Warm Sand, and I know I just got this. I got this like a couple months ago. It's really not my shade, and because it's not my shade, it like puts me off using it, but I have a lot of light foundation, so I can really mix it. So there's no excuses at this point. And I feel like it's a little oily on my skin, which is what I'm trying to test out within these 10 uses to see if I use it different ways, is it still oily around like my nose area. So I'm gonna actually test this out. Then I have the Wet n Wild Lulu Honey Stitch collection, the face palette, and mine actually looks used. Like this is what my palette looks like now. I basically used this shade and this shade. The other two shades are, they're like touched but like barely touched. I don't know how I'm gonna count 10 uses on here because I'm thinking of 10 uses of the whole palette. Like I could use this shade one time, I could use this shade one time, and that'll be 2 times, or I could use like this shade, that shade one time. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna use anytime I pick up the palette, I'm gonna count as one. Like say I use this and this shade one day, that'll still be one. I don't know how I'm explaining this. My 10 uses are basically 10 days. I have to use my products for 10 days is what I'm trying to say. But I do want to use everything in here, but it's like, let's be real. Am I really gonna touch this light shade? Then we have my Hard Candy Chilling Wonder Powder. I did a video with it. It's already uploaded. But basically it's just a chilling loose powder, and because it's chilling, I know the sensation is gonna go away pretty soon, which is why I want to use it 10 times. Now I have the MAC, the Glow Putty one in the shade Heat Index, and mine looks like this. I think I've used this probably like 3 times maybe, so it's not anything. And I'm really scared to like push my fingers. So yeah, I feel like even with my 10 uses, it won't show as much because I personally don't want to push my finger in it, which is why it still looks domed. I like it, that's why I want to use it. Like all these products, I don't hate it, which is why I want to use 10 uses. Next up, we have my Pat McGrath blush in the shade, what's the shade? I can barely see in here. I don't know what shade this is, but I also can't see in here. I don't know what shade this is, but I'm pretty sure if you go on like my TikTok or something, it's in a haul. But it looks like this. Again, I want it to look used. I want all my products to look used. I love a used makeup look. Did I say makeup look? I love a used makeup, so this is looking too new for me, and I don't like that, even though I love the design. Now I have the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade BFF3. I opened it and it's already pushing out. I use this a lot anyways, so that's not our issue. I basically just want to finish some product. Do like 10 uses because like I eventually want to finish it, but I'm just trying to lead myself up and not like jump into it. Now I have the NYX High Glass highlighter in the shade Daytime Halo, and the reason I want to use this 10 uses is because I really want to finish this because I broke the packaging, and I hate makeup with broken packaging. But I also like it because it's putty. Mine looks like this because the packaging is broken and it gets stabbed all the time. So yeah, I don't think y'all be able to even tell like when I actually use it because it looks stabbed anyways. And last but not the least, this is a Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer in the shade Warm Beige. And again, ever since I bought that Too Faced concealer, all my concealers have been neglected. Like I haven't touched a single concealer since I've used that concealer. So I need to really switch it up. I remember it being full coverage too. Hopefully I could put the Too Faced one down for a second. So that's my 10 products for round 1. I know this video is going up the 8th, so I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna keep the updates every 8th. So we have the first for A to Z Project Pan, which is only eyeshadows, and on the 8th of every month we'll have the Project 10 uses, which I feel like I'm gonna do this as rolling pan, like a rolling pan update, which means every time I finish 10 uses, I'm gonna put another product in and just keep 10 products in rotation so I can get through my makeup collection. Hopefully y'all like this. We'll see how long I keep this up. We'll see if I actually use the 10 uses. Honestly, it does not seem hard because 10 days of a month, that's not even a lot of days. So I feel like I can do it, but will I is the issue. And I'll see you guys on Friday.